Hello learners, and welcome to our series of teaching in Hidden Facts. Today we'll be using our Hidden Fact book in chemistry to look at the introduction to chemistry. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of pure science which deals with the composition, structures, properties, and reaction of matter. The environment that we live in is made up of matter. Chemistry as a subject deals with the study of matter. Therefore, chemistry deals with the study of our environment. Branches of chemistry. There are three main branches of chemistry. Here we have inorganic chemistry. This deals with the study of matter in our environment, which are non-living. Organic chemistry. This deals with the study of matter found in living things, both plants and animals. Physical chemistry. This deals with the study of energy changes accompanying transformation of matter. Other branches of this same subject, chemistry, include biochemistry. This deals with the effect of chemicals on living cells. We also have medicinal chemistry. It deals with the physiologically active compounds such as aspirin, chloroquine. Medicinal chemistry, it deals with the physiological active compounds such as aspirin, chloroquine. We also have industrial chemistry. It is the application of chemistry in industries. Now, let's take a subtopic, chemistry in our life. Chemistry in our life. As I have said earlier, chemistry deals with the study of matter, and all around us in our environment is made up of what? Matter. Therefore, chemistry directly affects us as humans as it deals with the study of environment. One of these aspect of chemistry as it relates to our daily living is cooking. Almost every one of us that is listening to this video cooks. You must have already had your meal this morning or afternoon, depending on your time zone and location. Another aspect is the lighting a match. We also have burning firewood, making palm wine, roasting nails, rotting leaves, manufacturing of drugs, and so on. Chemistry is a science subject, pure science, and all analysis must be done scientifically. So let's look at another subtopic, scientific method. Scientific method is a very useful tool in the field of science. Here, the scientist carefully observes a problem which they have already discovered and they try to resolve it. In doing so, they put forward a reasonable explanation to that particular problem observed. And this explanation is what is called an hypothesis. An hypothesis is a reasonable explanation or guess put forward by a scientist before the commencement of an experiment. Now, having put forward this reasonable explanation, the scientist goes forward to carry out an experiment. Let's try to understand what an experiment is. An experiment is a series of investigation carried out by a scientist to test a given hypothesis. Now, when the scientist has done an experiment, the experiment might not necessarily be positive. The experiment could be negative. meaning it does not support the hypothesis. When these experiments comes out negative, the scientist goes back to modify the hypothesis or put forward a new hypothesis and then carry out another experiment. When this experiment is not positive, or if the first experiment carried out is positive, further experiment is done to actually test the hypothesis. And based on the limit of available evidence, the experiment found to be true, a theory is therefore born. What is a theory? A theory can be seen or is a broad explanation for events that is widely accepted as true. Now, for a theory to be accepted, a hypothesis must be tested over and over again, and it must be supported by a great deal of evidence. A scientific law or principle is only established only after the theory has been extensively tested and proven true without any exception. Uses of chemistry. Everything around us is made up of chemicals. Chemistry has contributed greatly towards providing our basic needs and improving the quality of life for the mankind. Some of these important uses include: 1. Food. With the help of chemistry, fertilizers are being developed, not forgetting to mention insecticides. These help to increase food production greatly. Chemical processes have also been designed to help preserve and store food for longer period. Even when those food are out of season, they are still very, very much readily available in our markets for purchase and consumption. What about clothing? Man-made textiles are now being produced as a result of extensive chemical research. These textile fabrics are now available in various ranges, and they are cheap and affordable, all to the essence of chemistry. Our defense, military, and space science. The knowledge of chemistry can be used in the production of explosive and gunpowders, which is used by the military. Also, the knowledge of science and technology has made it possible for special rockets called space rockets to be sent into space to study the scientific content over there. One may be saying medicine. Yes, one of the importance of chemistry or the use of chemistry is in medicine. The production of drugs by pharmaceutical industries is as a result of the great and in-depth researches carried out in chemistry. Chemistry has been found to be also useful in transportation. Transportation in our today's world has been made possible and faster by the introduction or production of foils and other structural materials like alloys, which are light, strong, and heat resistant. Though these are the uses and importance of chemistry in our lives as humans, chemistry also has its adverse effects. Now, let's look at the adverse effects of chemistry. One of such effects is pollution. Without chemical industries, chemicals production will be difficult. And these chemical industries produces waste from our factories, from our oil refineries. This waste contaminates our environment and makes our environment inhabitable for mankind, like the water bodies. Oil spillage has so much wiped out the natural habitat found in the water bodies. Radioactive waste from nuclear plants is also very, very much a major problem. Now, let's look at drug abuse. Drugs like cocaine, heroin, morphine, they are very addictive. And we can see our growing populace of the youth taking these drugs and has a major adverse effect in their living patterns. Although most people sell these drugs in illegal trades to make huge profit, but drug addiction is a major problem in our society, as I have said, especially among the younger people. This is a major problem found in our society today. Another adverse effect of chemistry can be seen in corrosion of iron. The corrosion or rusting of iron occurs when iron is exposed to water and air. Corrosion can be regarded as the slow deterioration of iron to iron 3 oxide. But this process, called corrosion or rusting of iron, can be prevented. Let's see how we can prevent the rusting of iron. Rusting can be prevented by application of protective coating, application of sacrificial metal, cathodic protection, galvanizing, oiling, and greasing. Careers in chemistry. My dear learners, have you thought of what you become immediately you leave school? Do you have an interest in pursuing a career in chemistry and its related fields or discipline? Let's look at some careers in chemistry. One, you can find a very reputable career in petroleum and petrochemical industries. Here, you can either be a research chemist, you can either be a chemical engineer, and even a laboratory assistant. Also in agriculture, now you can become an agricultural scientist, you can become a biochemist, a chemist. Chemistry is also very important in the health service. You can find a reputable discipline having studied chemistry. Here, you can become a pharmacist, a medical assistant, a dietitian, and other wonderful discipline are all opportunities can be found when one studies chemistry. Don't forget that in the extractive industry, knowledge of chemistry is also needed. The geologists and the mining engineers. One cannot really do without the fundamentals of chemistry or the knowledge of chemistry, as it is an applicative knowledge needed to function in almost every discipline that pure science engulfs around. Hence, you must take the subject chemistry important and understand it very well. We will be ending our lesson today here. And my dear learners, do take your time to go through these lessons. Ask questions in the comment section so that we can buttress more about areas that you don't understand. Don't forget to give me a like if you have actually enjoyed this lesson. See you next time as we continue our teachings in hidden facts in chemistry. Thank you.